Hello, welcome back. Thaumaturgy's completed, so we can do Master and Slave now if we want to. Maybe at some point, I don't know. Might be hard to deploy in the endgame. Well, still doing lots of research. I guess we'll box off everything at some point. Yeah, Pythium's claimed another throne of knowledge. We became a worm that walks and cured disease unnecessarily. We did some seeking arrows and some summons, and managed to dispel Wild Hunt. So that's all nice. We then got attacked in Polgrave. So this is the army that was moving towards Burgerus's throne. Well, half of it. Hit by yet another Tenor Brinavita sent by Pythium. You know what this guy's going to do. So he's got Skull Staff, Starshine Skull Cap, Eye of the Void, and Death Gems. He's also twice born, so I guess he can do this again. Now, this time, I do have some flying units flying. So he gets off one Wind of Death, and then he just dies. So, you know, it could be worse. We still do lose some units to decay, unfortunately. I also got off mass regen, though, on turn 1, so, you know, that's also something. So we lost a Shujinja and a Commander, which is kind of annoying because it stranded some of the units. But besides that, you know, not too bad. A couple of Tengus and 15 Soheis. We have more units coming in the other direction, though, so still a bit annoying. I get the sense from the stuff that happened this turn that Pythium and Burgerus are kind of coordinating stuff, which is a bit unfortunate. Pythium is now technically the throne leader, so, you know. Proclamation from Atlantis, not very interesting. Lots of battles then. We have a Break Siege battle in Enedra and then the Fort Storm in Enedra. So some other stuff first. We have taking back the province from Pythium, down by Erythea's throne, after we kill the commanders with Seeking Arrows. Thingwoods got hit by a scout, so Pythium's still checking out my army. Probably going to send another Tenor Brinavita. Flymeadow Forest is where Burgerus is, with a lot of his stuff. This is just south of his throne that we're on at the moment in Enedra. Genumia is burning down another temple. Troban is Atlantis throwing some stuff at Pythium and bouncing off. And Woodlands is kind of interesting. So this is another province adjacent to Enedra. Pythium hits it with a bunch of Soulless. Unfortunately for him though, there's like 10 points of bad PD here, but there's also a priest. So the priest just does a lot of banishing. And yeah, we actually managed to defend against this, which is quite nice. So respect to that priest. How many kills did you get from doing that? 16. 1 in melee. Nice work, dude. Anyway, so that's that. But big stuff is Enedra, so without further delay, we have Burgerus breaking siege. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff here, but we knew that. Most of it moved to go and capture Atlantis' stuff. I think this is everything that was in the fort versus our army. There's my spirit helmet hitting those guys. That's quite good, actually, because if these guys get blessed, they blow up and takes care of them. I think we're both doing a communion. There we go. We get up our buffs as well. There goes Mass Regen and Foul Vapors. Flying units go in. We have the big Niffle Flames. It's the Mage block. Pretty nice. I do have a commander in this battle who has the Falling Frost artifact too. Hear him dropping frosts on the guys attacking us at the back. Frontline mostly melting though. Barely even have time to get up our battlefield enchantments, but there goes Firestorm and Acid Storm. We've got some Pillars of Flame going down. Yeah, we're doing pretty well back here. Frontline's gone already. Backline's mostly gone already. Wasn't too bad. So pretty successful for us. Lots of water rallies. So that was outside Enedra. Killed 164 things. Yeah, there wasn't a huge amount of mage force here though. We lost an Onmyoji, 4 Tengus, and 4 cavalry. Not bad. Then we stormed Enedra. I don't think there was much left inside though, if anything. A couple units. 1 blood hunter. Yeah, so not much to see here. Wonder if we have fewer losses there or not. There's still 4 Tengus dying. Alright. But yeah, capture the fort, capture the throne, run down a temple, nice stuff. We found 6 mages, and people minded 5 of them with strands, pretty nice. We killed 26 heretics with Wrath of God. We absorbed 67 pearls with Nexus. And then Enchanted Forests took some more provinces for us, off Atlantis, and Pythium, and bounced off the Burger stack that's adjacent to Enedra now. So this is the stuff that was trying to get back, but we stormed immediately, so. Rainbow found 576 gold, events. We got a temperature drop in Thingwoods, which is probably not good. I imagine we're going to get hit by the big winter attack. Murdering Winter? Maybe. We've got luck 3 here, so maybe the rainbow will protect us if we're lucky. Who knows? Pepper Plain, some disease, Blue Coast, some income, Mapito, 130 gold and a Scepter of Authority, and Woodlands, some nature gems. We can see that enchantments are going to be good in a couple of turns. Got a scout discovered, lost an adept. Probably shouldn't have happened. I probably should have noticed that and moved to the disease curing item, but oh well. And a new famous hero. This guy. He's fat now. So there you go. Could be worse, I suppose. Anyway, that's it for messages. And here's the map now. Surprising number of red arrows. Let's see. I mean, we're moving astral stuff into Furia here. Moving some priests out here to put down temples. I think we're building a temple here this turn in Gwyneth, yeah. So I think we're still on Dominion 15 though. Yep. Haven't quite hit 16. Golem Squad going to burn down White Forest Temple next. Should be fine. And yeah, up here. So Woodlands is where the Soulless hit, and Flower Meadows where Burgerus managed to get to. So that feels coordinated because it's like trying to cut off my retreat routes if this goes poorly, right? Or not coordinated and just Pythium has very good scouts and knows what he's doing. But either way. This throne is the Iron Throne, so I'm going to claim that immediately and have my other guys preaching when they can. So hopefully we flip some Dominion here pretty quickly. The forests are also putting out Dominion for us. There's a few temples back here. Forest here as well. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to just flood our Dominion in here now really quickly, but we'll see. But this area is locked down for now. As I said a second ago, technically Pythium is in the lead on thrones now. He's actually on 5 now. So we're about to be on 4. So I'm wondering if there's a good throne for me to take off Pythium. I think this is the only one, because we can march this stack straight there next. Possibly this one, but it's a bit unfamiliar and I don't have as much force here. But besides that, there aren't any good thrones for me to take off Pythium. I can see this one's really undefended, but it's kind of beyond a lot of stuff. I'd have to ritual a bunch of stuff onto it. But then it's a 750 wall, so I don't know. Pythium's a bit hard for us to touch, unfortunately. Maybe this? I think the obvious one is this one, though, if we can just march this stack over. Which is why it'd be nice to quickly flood Dominion here so we can start walking. But we'll also have to deal with this probably, which is going to be behind us, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. For now, just claiming throne, building temple. Oh, I'm not building temple, actually. I forgot to do that. I put all the PD really high in these provinces. Let's get it down to just 6 in the most vulnerable one. We only need 400, right? Alright, let's have this guy build a temple. So preaching, building temple, claiming throne. Alright. That's that taken care of. Down here, we're about to have a nice little army put together. We've got these guys in Fanlegia. We've got the stuff in the garrison here. We've got a big Earth Mage, who now has 2 Earth Boosters, which is nice. Summoning some Trolls. Got 2 guys summoning Eagles. 1 guy using some pretty heavy boosters to do it, but yeah, we'll try and bulk up our siege strength a bit. It's pretty weak at the moment. Also doing Pale Riders with the Death guy, so building up some junk in here. We've got a Golem on the way. How much siege strength do you have? 6-3. We've got Anthrax on the way. 8. Not too bad. He now has the Helmet of Perfection. I'm forging him the Unquenched Sword this turn as well, so he's very geared out. I'll give him an Amulet of Resilience as well. So that'll all be put together in Zenthra. Also got the Worm Mage on the way. So here's the new and improved floral arrangement. He does have recuperation, so he should get rid of his missing arm as well, which is nice. So, nice Nature Mage too. It's a decent army. We should easily take this, especially if the Dominion flips, which would be quite nice. So that's in progress as well. Yeah, just a bit worrying if Pythium ends up just getting 7 thrones and winning, because he's, you know, doing pretty well. I don't really know how to stop him. Up here, I just kind of have to make do with what's happened here. We stranded a bunch of units here because that commander died. So we're missing our Cave Drakes and a bunch of Akamis. I'm going to try and pick them up with this guy who's coming along with a crown for some bonus leadership. Pick them up and move them over. The rest of the stuff is just going to make do though. We're just going to press on. Arrangement is still like this, which looks a bit odd now because all the Ryujin are in the front. But you know what? They're pretty chunky. They're dropping some big spells. I also have the fire guys. How do I do this? There we go. I've made them do Pillar of Fire on turn 1. Since it's 100 range, 0 precision. Well, it's AoE at least. Well, it's a 100 range spell. So if these guys all cast that on turn 1, hopefully that goes off before Wind of Death. If we get hit by a Tenebrina Vita again, they'll kill it, but who knows. Besides that, though, the army's mostly the same. Yeah. Just going to move it up. And see what happens on Ulifa. There's also cold too. And Dominion as well. His god is still sitting in his cap, so I don't know. This might be a rough fight if we get hit by Murdering Winter and then have to fight a bigger army with a god in it, but who knows. We'll do our best. If it goes poorly, it doesn't matter too much because this region is all sackable basically. Because the only throne here is all the way down here. So that's fine. Kind of odd actually that there's basically no throne access anywhere in this region, is there? Bit of a shame. What else is there that's happening now? I think that's it, right? You may notice we don't have any pearls though. I was thinking of alchemizing everything and doing Vengeful Water this turn. I thought instead I'm going to wish for Dominion. So my god is casting Wish. I've never used this spell before. So I hope I've done this right. But, cast Wish, type Dominion. And, yeah, see what happens. So, I think if our Dominion rolls over more provinces, that's pretty good for us. I'm not sure if we spam wishing for Dominion, could we just, like, dom kill everybody in the game? I feel like you need to be doing heavy blood sacking to do that though, right? I guess we'll see. I mean, our Dominion is very strong. It's almost linked up vertically. It's a bit further to go horizontally, but we do have Enchanted Forests and Dominion 15, so wishing for Dominion on top of that, I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? So forging lots of Moonblades, still summoning Golems, and yeah, forging the Unquenched Sword for Anthrax. Pretty cool one. It should cost 40 fire, but yeah, I think we get it for 30, right? Something like that. And that, I think, is it for the turn. So hopefully this doesn't go too badly over the next few turns. But at least this went well. And this should be okay. Guess we'll see. For now, though, that is turn 78. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We have claimed the throne. Nice. Then Thingwoods, which is where our army that's going for Burgerus's other throne, gets hit by some remote rituals. We have a Storm of Fireballs, hitting 133 units, killing 30. And then we have an Enormous Blizzard, hitting 181 units, killing 68. Among the killed was a brand new car, the Master Shigenja. So, yeah, as anticipated, we're getting hit by lots of remote attacks in that province, but, you know, doing what we can. We wished for Dominion. There it is. So, I'll take a look at the Dominion in a second, but I don't know if it's very different, to be honest. It's a bit disappointing wishing for Dominion, if I'm being totally honest. Erythea has a new prophet, and lots of battles then. Kedra, we have some Zmays attacking us, but they bounced off the PDs, that's pretty funny. Some little raiding forces from Pythium. Burgrus moved into Lost Canyon range with some stuff. I'll just note that because it's pretty funny later. Old Forest, some, random Pythium stuff. Pythium just sending lots of little squads around to pick up provinces. Battle in New Litha. Here's my army moving on to Burgerus's other throne. You can see lots of the units are missing. There's not much left. But there is some stuff left. And I did bring out all of the Ryujins, so there's plenty of spellcasters, which is something. Here's some turn 1 Pillars of Fire. Not too bad. Now, notable during this portion of the turn is this guy here, my Dai Tengu. During the ritual phase, he got hit by the fireballs and the blizzard. He got taken down to 2 hit points and picked up a disease. He then dies of disease, unfortunately, during the turn. Which I didn't think could happen. I thought disease only does 1 hit point of damage. This is about 1/10 of its hit points. So if you've got 2 hit points, you'd expect that would be 0.2, right? Which would round up to 1. So I would have thought he'd take 1 point of damage and survive. But maybe it's because he started the turn on 13. So he takes 2 points of damage. I'm not sure. But either way, we unfortunately lose our Daitengu to disease at the end of the turn, which is a bit sad. Besides that, I think most of our big mages have survived the ritual stuff. And I think all of our regions did as well. We've got the Troll King, King of Deeper Earth, Ivy King. We did have the Daitengu. And we still got the Adept of the Golden Order. So most of our big stuff is our Astral Mage doing anti-magic and stuff also survived. But lost a lot of units. I'm not sure if the Blizzard spell actually hits commanders, but I could be wrong. I think it sometimes does, right? Because I remember it killed a priest earlier on in the in the turn. I know the spell mentions that commanders get nicer tents, so they're a bit more resistant to it, but yeah. So that's what's left of the Ulifra army anyway. Do you need me another Pythium army, Pythium stuff? And White Forest, our temple burning squad successfully burns down another temple, so that's nice. We found 5 enemy mages and killed 2 feeble-minded 2 with strands. Killed 31 heretics with the Wrath of God, absorbed 71 pearls, and found 507 gold with the rainbow. And then we had a bunch of battles due to Enchanted Forest, which is always nice. The reason I pointed out the Lost Canyon range attack here, this is Burgerus attacking with like 104 things to this province. But because this province has my dominion, it's adjacent to 3 forests, it gets attacked 3 times by Enchanted Forests, which is pretty cool. I wouldn't have expected it worked that way, but it makes sense. So first up, it gets hit by this, and that kills some of the stuff. And then it gets hit by this, which kills some of the stuff. And then it gets attacked by this, which finally takes it. So even though 104 things moved into this province this turn, we kept the province, so that's quite nice. Another huge W for Enchanted Forests. And events are all pretty small. Some gold, got an Animist, income, and 6 fire gems. And nothing else too interesting. And here is the turn now. Yeah, so here's the commanders we have left over here. So I've still got plenty of the big guys. I'll just select a couple who look like they're probably important. Let's see. So just this selection. You can still see Acid Storm, Demon Cleansing, Firestorm, Army of Gold, Ground Army, Serpent's Blessing, Anti-Magic, Leaf, Mass Regen, Foul Vapors, Solar Brilliance. Yeah, most of the big stuff's still there. And plenty of regen. So I'm just going to storm the castle anyway. We did crack it open, so why not? This stuff has not moved into us yet still. But it is pretty big, so we might get a break siege battle next turn with a bunch of stuff. Who knows, but whether or not that happens... And also, yeah, we've got gems enough for most of these spells to get cast a few times. We'll just give it a shot. We have a lot of magical force here, even though we're missing a lot of like actual units now. Army's just been rearranged to look like this. We've got some junk in the front, and then every other unit is just standing around us with the Ryujin casting spells in the front. Yeah. We'll do what we can. I could have lingered and waited for the animals to get here, but that's going to take 2 turns. Could have bid on some mercenaries, but there aren't any. So, whatever, let's just storm immediately. We'll see how it goes. We're pretty strong even without all the units, depending on what's in here. A notable casualty from the rituals is our bishop fish. I did summon another one of those a while ago, well, I think last turn actually, to go and join this army. So we've got another bishop fish here. But we're missing the one up here, so we need my prophet or my god to claim this throne if we take it. But my god's probably pretty safe to come over here if we take the fort. You can teleport in, claim, and then teleport out. Just a bit nervous about taking my god into enemy territory. Because he's, you know, he's holding up a lot of our spells and stuff. We'll see what happens though. Could always, I suppose, fly my prophet over, claim it, and then fly him back. I'm going to have to move the prophet towards this in a second though, but who knows. But yeah, main thing is going to be just going to immediately storm this fort, see if we can take it. I'm also going to attack this province with a temple in it, try and burn that down, because just recruited some more Ryujin, so why not? I just go hit that with some war trolleys, see if we can take it. Nice to burn down enemy temples while we're pumping our Dominion into the world. And also, yeah, you can see the Dominion doesn't look that different after wishing for Dominion, to be honest. I think it reduces enemy candles and increases your own, so... I don't know, maybe some provinces got really weak now. But, I don't know, it didn't really seem to make a huge impact wishing for Dominion. I thought it would be a bit more noticeable. But oh well. Other arrows are moving stuff into position over here. So, we have an army moving into Silver Grove now. We have some Long Dead, some archers, eagles, trolls, a couple of Soheis and cavalry. We have Anthrax doing a bunch of self-buffs and then walking forwards. Got a big Earth Yeti Shaman doing Army of Gold. Death Mage doing Horde of Skeletons. We've got a Golem in the battle. So, plenty of big hitters. I've got the Golem and Anthrax down here with an Air Mage casting Gift of Flight on them. Everything else is just in a block, getting buffed and flying forwards. So, yep. I'll put it together properly though next turn when we attack into Forest of Springs. Also got the Worm Mage coming over, same deal. And also got the Bishop Fish coming over, being Fan Legion this turn. So hopefully all of those guys can move on to Forest of Springs next turn. No problems, and we should be able to take that. It would be nice if we spoiled a minion into here as well. And I think that's it for the main stuff. We're moving Astral Mages around. We're moving Golems out every time we summon them. Got a Golem about to arrive in Pito. This army is just sitting still. I'm going to do some site searching and breaching while I'm here. And next turn, I'll probably start moving towards this, who knows. This might be a problem, is the thing. But I was thinking, if it moves towards us, like if it moves here again, I could try teleporting my god into it and doing Master and Slave with a Ring of Returning on me in case I get hit. That could be pretty funny. But I'm not sure my god can cast it with a Ring of Returning is the thing. It's a very expensive spell, so it might do so much fatigue damage that it hurts him, which would then trigger returning, which sends you home before the spell gets cast. But who knows, it's a thought. I could teleport him over with some communion slaves, I suppose. We'll see. Besides that, you might notice that gem stockpile is kind of low. I did a bunch of alchemy this turn. I'm going to try and cast Vengeful Waters. Probably not strictly necessary, but I don't know. I mean, we might as well go for it, right? It would be quite cool to have up all of the, well, you know, the combo. We're at extremely high Dominion score with Enchanted Forests, and then a bunch of Dominion effects. Vengeful is the obvious one. So, purely as a kind of victory lap, let's just try and get Vengeful up as well. And when I say victory lap, I don't mean winning the game, I just mean asserting my magical dominance. We are still not actually winning the game, I need to point out again. We have 4 thrones at the moment, and Pythium has 5. So he is still technically winning. You're just magically very powerful. And that currently is it, I think. Low mark, I'm still making golems every turn. Also going to start making Starshine Skullcaps every turn for a bit. I might just make a ton of Starshine Skullcaps next turn. That's just to make sure we have at least a couple of really high Astral Mages in every province that can, at a minimum, communion into opposition. Or just do it on their own. We'll see. Besides that, don't think anything else is happening. I am forging some more items for a golem. I'm going to give the next golem a Moonblade with a Jade armor and some winged shoes, just to be a bit different. But that's it currently. Not forging a artifact this turn either. Although Anthrax does now have 2, so he's cool. Helmet of Perfection and the Unquenched Sword. Which apparently makes you Berserk, by the way. I didn't realize that. Well, no, it gives you Berserker. It doesn't make you Berserk. He still has to go, oh wait, mindless and mounted units. Are you mindless? No. Okay. But yeah, I didn't realize the Unquenched Sword makes you a Berserker. It doesn't mention it. Maybe it says it in the description? But yeah, so if he gets hit, he'll go Berserk, but I don't think that's a big deal. He'll still cast his spells for a while. So big things this turn are just, yeah, storming this, putting this army together, casting Vengeful Water, and Temple Burning Squad can hit this next, so we'll get that next. And that was turn 79. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.